Thanks, Stephen. And now I'd like to introduce our next speaker. Massachusetts is actually home to over 122 colleges and universities. And we're also known for having really world-renowned colleges and universities, including MIT. So I'd like to introduce Professor Charlie Cooney to the stage of MIT to talk about the MIT Skolkovo initiative.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm delighted that I'm not standing between you and the next course. I would feel particularly guilty if I did that. I'm really pleased to have a chance for just a couple of minutes to share with you a vision that a number of us at MIT have fully embraced. Think for a moment, how often do you have an opportunity in your careers to really create something that's new and different and transformational? And that's often, that in fact is a very rare event. And this is one of those opportunities that many of us at MIT had the privilege to be part of. When we were asked to create, design, build a new institution in Russia that didn't look like any other institution in Russia, and in fact didn't necessarily look like an institution anywhere else in the world, what would we do? And that's the challenge that was put on the table, and that my colleagues and I have embraced and have been working on with tremendous enthusiasm. And the challenge is to design and establish a new graduate research university that in fact would integrate education, research, with a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. And the word integration and design that into the culture of the institution is really the important operative term. And that's what was sought to do. Not taking MIT and replicating it, but rather taking lessons learned and applying it to something that is new and in fact will train the leadership, the new leadership, in an innovation economy, a knowledge economy in Russia. But not just in Russia, because it's not about building something in isolation, but rather it's about building something that is connected to the rest of the world. And when you look at the structure that we have put forward in the Skolkovo Institute of Science and Technology, or Skolkovo Tech, it's one in which it's steeped in basic research. Each of the research centers has a footprint in Skolkovo, another companion footprint at another Russian institution, and a third companion footprint at an international institution. So it's not about building a silo, but it's about building an institution that is connected deeply throughout Russia, engaging the talent both at the students and the research level, and deeply engaging international relationships, not just at MIT, but very much broadly around the rest of the world. And that's the excitement of what we're trying to do. It's about the connectivity. It's about designing that culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, and it's about taking ideas emerging from research and spinning them out so that they in fact have impact, and certainly impact in Russia, but impact in a global economy. So it's particularly I think, auspicious, as Axel noted in his opening comments, that yes, we have a research center conference at MIT at the same time that RVC is opening its offices here. And so I see that convergence of us at MIT and at Skolkovo Tech seeking to build connections throughout the entrepreneurial community, and RVC being here seeking to build those entrepreneurial connections, particularly in Massachusetts, with which many of us are real fans, and building those entrepreneurial connections in a way that will be quite collaborative, convergent with, and complementary to what we're trying to do with Skolkovo Tech and MIT and the many other partners that will be part of that new venture. So it's a delight to be here. It's a delight to be part of connectivity that we all believe in, and enjoy your meals.